Welcome, Tom James. Get ready for your afternoon session. We will begin in 10 minutes. Please grab your friends and take a seat. Tom James, we have 5 minutes until your afternoon general session. 5 minutes. Tom James, we have 2 minutes. Please come on in and take your seat. We are starting in exactly 2 minutes. One minute remaining. Please come on in and take a seat. Please find a seat to get ready for our afternoon general session.
Ladies and gentlemen of Tom James, please welcome to the stage your beautiful host, Sheila Khanna.
Good afternoon, Tom James. Let's get on in here. Did everybody enjoy their fantastic breakout session before lunch? Did we learn a lot, learning elements that are going to help you in your business to grow before you ate a whole bunch of lunch? And you're going to stay awake this whole rest of this afternoon, eager to learn and grow, right? Right, Jay-Z? Well, this afternoon, we have the pleasure of hearing from another great sales professional here. Please help me welcome to the stage Mr. Andy Wewell.
Check, check. Is this thing on? Mic check. All right. Well, first off, this is the first general session after lunch. And if you're anything like me after lunch, you're a little sleepy. So we're all going to stand up right now, stretch it out. 30 seconds, stretch it out. Nick Badia in the front row, I see you. Come on. Good job, Jason. All right. Simmer down, simmer down. Hi, guys. I'm Jason Caldwell. Sorry, we get confused a lot, because we both have great hair. So this was me before this last year. Because what I'm talking to you guys about is how I grew my sales this last year. This was me pretty much 2015 when I started till last year. I was what you guys would call a hard seller. I took pride in it. I did. I always cared about how much each sale was. I put my self-worth in my sales. I constantly look at my units multiple times a day. I showed ideas that were best for my units, not my clients' needs. And I was what you guys would call a unit head. If you've done this before or are doing this, it's okay. I did it for 9 years. But what I'm going to show you now are some reviews of Tom James and what this makes pretty much our reputation look like sometimes through hard selling. Stalkerish, high-pressure sales tactics. Ugh. Do not do business with them. A lot of bait and switch. Oh, yeah. I've been dealing with a company for 18 months, and I've had 4 reps, each one saying the last guy or gal was terrible, but that I'll be better. I'm done. This one's not good. Fudging the numbers. This one's the worst one. The Amway of suit companies. But now, I'm going to tell you how I went from being in hard sales, being a hard seller, to serving more. And first it started with coaching with Jordan. I started it in February of this year, and it was great. That's how I view our relationship. I'm a running back, and he's my coach Taylor. And I learned a lot from him as it relates to filling up tomorrow and, always showing the price pyramid, and it was working really, really great. February through June, I was really rocking and rolling. I was up every month. I hit CEO dinner, and I went to Marco just feeling like a total winner. And it was really great. And then what happened was I had my worst month in 2 years in July after the Marco meeting. It sucked. It was really rough. And I was at sales school, and I remember Jordan calling me just to check in on me and see how I was doing. And to put in perspective, this is like averaging 50 units a month, and then you put up a 16-unit month. Because I know some of you guys are thinking, whoa, 123, that's a bad month. But, you'll get there. Believe me, I didn't used to be like that. I've been doing this now my 11th year. And Jordan called me just to check in on me, And we just kind of talked through it, and really what it was is that whole month, I got back to trying to sell instead of serve. I got back to, it's the Andy show. Let me show stuff that will get me a lot of units, not stuff that my clients actually need. I wasn't a good listener, and the ironic part is I remember working really, really hard that month, trying to figure out what was going wrong, but really I just was trying to sell instead of serve, and I just kind of got off that bandwagon. But now I'm going to give you guys the silver bullet. Who here wants the silver bullet and how to sell more? Yeah. All right, that was weak sauce. So Jordan, he led our next small group call when I was at that sales school, and it was at 6 a.m. Central Time, which is when all of our calls are, which is just really early. But when he asked starting, he was like, you guys want to hear the silver bullet? And I was like, yeah, like you're the number one sales guy, like all day. Like what you got? I was like, I'm gonna sell so much Oxford, I'm gonna raise my UPT. And I was just super, super pumped to hear what he had to say. And what I'm about to tell you guys, if you get anything from this session, it's this right here. It is not listening to Enya. I tried thinking of like a relaxing photo or something to where like you get your head in a good mind space, and the song Only Time by Enya just kept on popping in my head. So what it is though, is every morning before I get into the office, I used to do it in the office parking lot, and then I'd see other people pull in. So now I do it in my driveway before I head to the office. I spend 3 or 4 minutes. I pray them, you can write them down, you can think of them, but I spend 3 or 4 minutes, and sometimes honestly it takes 10 if I'm kind of going through it that week or month, just rattling off things I'm grateful for. Rattling them off. Once again, I pray mine, you can write them down, do whatever's best for you, but I get pretty deep with them. I always start first with my beautiful wife, Valerie, with my family, and then I kind of get even more just raw to where I really want to just start the day with a servant mindset. And I even, I thank God, I'm glad I don't have to live in a country where I have to worry about where I'm going to sleep at night or where my next meal is going to come from. I'm thankful for my car. I'm thankful that I have AC seats. And then, obviously, I'm always thankful for my cats. And then I always think, I'm really thankful for my job, where the worst thing that can happen is that I don't sell anything, and that the worst day, I still get to wear a $5,000 suit, drive around, listen to rock and roll, meet the coolest guys in town. That's like the worst it gets. And it sounds goofy, but when I started doing that, it just really, really got my mindset right for a servant mindset before I got into the office. And I wasn't as, razzled, or so to speak. And I love Tim Robinson. I wasn't as fazed by everything. It just really helped calm me down and really just put everything in perspective. And it sounds super corny, but like you guys, after that month, I was just desperate. And then Jordan gave me the silver bullet and how to sell more. And it was actually do gratitude in the mornings, which I was like, dude, that's it, really? And he's like, try it. And I've done it every day since then, at least Monday through Friday. And it works. And it really, when you have a servant mindset to grow your sales, there's no pressure. This job becomes way more fun. Like, I came here to have fun, guys. Like, yeah, make a ton of money, but like, it's just so much more fun serving your clients instead of trying to figure out how much to sell them and, I'm behind on my month, whatever. But you got to be careful of your nonverbals when you're doing it, because what I did before is like, oh, I don't care if they buy. But like in my head, I was like, man, I really hope he buys a bunch, Now, like, I really don't care if they buy or what they buy. Obviously I want them to buy, because I have goals and stuff. But like, you really just got to take the pressure off yourself, take the pressure off them, and just let them buy what they want and just make it fun for them again. And another thing I did differently too is I started being more, not reactive, more proactive. And what I mean by that is, okay, have you guys ever assumed that like clients will just always tell you if something's wrong? Because that's what I did like my first 9 years. I'm like, if something's wrong, they'll probably tell me, And then you get them on the phone, call them from a dummy number, 3 years later after they bought a bunch, and they were really upset at you because a button popped off their shirt the first time they wore it, or a pant hem came undone, or a belt loop popped off. So what I started doing now is actually just started most appointments actually asking, hey, how's everything fitting? Is there anything I can do better? And it sounds goofy, but like guys started buying more once I started doing that. And then I get even deeper with it. I ask them, what are you wearing the most for me that you like? What did I strike out on? What could you use more of, or always use more of? Not, hey, what do you want me to sell you, And the other thing it helped me do is I started getting guys more outfits, because we've all gotten a new suit or a new sport coat you're so excited about. and you put in your 6-month spread, and you check the WIP, and then the office manager tells you it just came in, it's on your desk, and then you get it and you put it on, you're like, man, it fits, this is sick, right? And then you get home, and you're like, I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. And then you're getting your stuff ready in the morning, and you're like, oh no, I have nothing this sport coat goes with. Or, oh man, I don't have any shirts that go with this new suit. Or I don't have any ties that go with it. That is how our clients feel. And they paid full price for this. I'm just saying, we get this for free. So imagine how your clients feel when they buy something and they don't have the outfit to go with it. So that's when I started getting bought in on outfits, when I was like actually put myself in their shoes from a service mindset and was like, okay, does he have stuff to go with this already? And now I just pull the, hey man, do you care if I show you a couple shirts to go with the sport coat? Or hey, do you mind if I show you a pair of navy pants and a pair of khakis to go with this new sport coat? Or do you mind if I show you a couple shirts and ties to go with this suit? I just wanna make sure you have the outfit. And I say it just like that. No big deal. If not, it's all good. That's how I say it, but I mean it. And what do you know? I started crawling up the Wardrobe Masters thing. That's kind of the cool part about this, is that if you do it this way, you can hit the Wardrobe Masters, which I'm not gonna beat a dead horse on Wardrobe Masters. I know we talk a lot about it, but I never thought about it at all until I started coaching with Jordan. But like through focusing on the Wardrobe Masters, you actually end up serving your clients better, as opposed to just assuming they have jeans or 2 pairs of pants already that will go with that sport coat. And it really got me bought in on selling more Omni pants. Who here likes Omni pants? Woo! Me too. By the way, Craig, wherever you are, can we please get them made in EC or RC? I'm dying over here. But they're great, and it's one of those, like, you just focus on just trying to help them. And like my biggest sales this year, not all of them, most of them came when I was delivering one tech shirt or an Omni pant or a pair of shoes or something. And it's funny, you pull up and, you book the appointment for the fitting, and then you get there and you look in your back seat and you're like, oh, it's just that? Oh, okay, cool. And then you get there and you take it out, after you shoot the breeze, oh, how's it going? What's up? Anything I do better, more different? And then you take out the clothing, right? And they're like, oh, that's all I got? And I'm always like, yep. They know it's coming. And then I pull it, do you care if I show you what I prepared for you? That's it. And just keep going. Sorry, not sure how that one got in there. It's my buddy. All right, got 2 more things I want to hammer home. We're talking about taking a swing. That's Kyle Schwarber, 2016 World Series, go Cubs. So I do take, this last year and this year I will continue to take a lot of swings. And what I mean by that, taking a swing is kind of asking them to try you on something or upgrading them. And I don't feel like that's hard selling, because it's not. If I know they're gonna like it and I know they're gonna wear it. So like I've sold a lot of Omni pants to RC clients. I don't care. I know they're gonna like them. I know they're gonna wear them. I know they travel. I know they already have 5 different Blue Delta performance pants. That's serving them. And as it relates to kind of upgrading clients, I only wear Ventura and Oxford now. It's so much more comfortable. It's like wearing PJs. I love it. And they can tell the conviction on your face when you're wearing it. And so now when I try and upgrade a client, I just, hey man, do you mind if I show you something a little bit nicer? I just think you'd enjoy it. If not, no worries, all good. And what do you know? More times than not, no man, I'm good. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But enough do it to where it works. And guess what? They get higher and stuff, and they're like, man, this is great. Why haven't we been doing this before? And it's like, well, you don't want to buy $1,200 pants. But it's so much more comfortable, and you're serving them better. And it's also cool because you raise your sales. And the last thing that I would say as it relates to kind of how I grew this last year was with new business. I don't put this up to be braggadocious. I just put this up because I'm still running after new business. We've all gone to an appointment with one of our top clients, and you're pulling up. And it's been a slow week, it's been a slow month, and you're thinking in the back of your head, and you're like, oh man, how much do I have to hit him on the top of? Like, I could use at least 10, but like, hopefully it's 20. I hate doing that. It's the worst, because you're just freaking out all the time, and then you show it, and you're listening to them tell you about their weekend or their trips, and you're like, and you're just like, oh boy, here we go. It's exhausting. And the best way to get over that is to get new clients, because it takes the pressure off you to have those huge sales with your existing clients, and it makes it more fun. And guess what? Your top clients still buy whatever they're gonna buy, It just makes it more fun. And the coolest part about being service focused is you now become referable. So my first 8 years, I probably got like 1 or 2 texts ever that were inbound. And probably because I was being a hard seller. My clients, I don't know, whatever. But now I get a few of these. I would say a few of these a month. There was like a 4-month stretch I didn't get any, but I chalk it up as it was, pretty much the summer in Austin. But now I get a few of these, a month, and it's great. And these are my favorite clients to work with that are new guys because I did a good job. I was referable because I actually cared about my clients. And now I get pictures like these. You guys, I never got pictures sent to me unless it was like a pan hem that came undone. Like straight up. Or a button that broke or something at like 9 p.m. Now I get pictures of my clients wearing my outfits, just wanted to show me them wearing it. And now, I swear these pictures always come when you're like really going through it that day and like everyone cancels, you get a little picture of it. You're like, all right, I still got it, They still like me. But it's awesome when you just focus on service. And I know, by the way, I didn't know everyone's speech before me was going to be on service. For the record, I did this way before this meeting, but it's true. Like, it sounds goofy, and it's the biggest kind of like screws with your mind a little bit. Almost had a slip up. But the more you don't care what they buy this next season, the more they will buy because you actually care about them and you want them to get what makes sense for them. Once again, sometimes it's one Omni pant or 2 tech shirts. Who cares? It's another opportunity to get in front of them and swing the back. And then here's some little formula if you want to take a picture. If not, that's cool. But this has just kind of helped me wrap my head around what kind of went on this year is giving you customer service and actually caring and not just saying, I don't know, you guys, I used to always hear oh, how's it fitting? And I tried it for a week like 2 years ago, and I guess I just saw all happy clients for that whole week, and they were like, oh, everything's fitting and wearing great. And I was like, great, I guess I don't need to keep asking this question. But now I ask it all the time, and now I'm more referable, and I've gotten more call in business, and this job's become a lot more fun when you just focus on service because, I don't know, I like having fun. And don't forget, y'all, it's all about the ride. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Hoo-ha! Thank you, Andy. That was freaking awesome. I kind of love that the themes have kind of tied together so easily and that it has been kind of like a service mindset through this whole thing. Because truly, if you want to grow, serve better. Couple announcements. For those who earned the CEO dinner, be sure to watch for more specific instructions from Carrie. Location tonight is again at Malio's, and transportation will begin promptly at 5:25 and leaving promptly at 5:30. Please meet Carrie and Heather White downstairs in the lobby for your name tag. Rest of the sessions, break out now. Be on time.